Hey, got an LG washer here that I want to show works great, so I'm going to let it run through its cycle. I've got a huge load in there, towels, jeans, a couple of shirts, mostly towels and jeans. I did it extra heavy just so we could make sure this thing works perfect. It's an LG direct drive HE unit. It's got the true balance system, and this thing has got all the bells and whistles. And it really does work great. I've already run a couple loads through, but I wanted to get one on film here and needed to do this load anyway. So I've got a dryer that's going to go with it, which I will show off as soon as we're done showing this one. So I'll let it do its thing, but I wanted to show that it's filling up with water, and then I'll show that it does indeed drain the water out, and then we'll move on to the final spin cycle. Okay, and I thought I'd come back just show you. It's been in its wash cycle for a while, and essentially it's got an agitator on the bottom, and that's been pulling the clothes top down, and then it spins and kind of does its own thing. It's added some water a few more times, and it's pretty cool. It's quiet as a mouse, so I've been here watching it and doing other things and have to come check on it to make sure it's still working because it's so quiet. So, but it's still in the wash cycle. And so once it switches over to the rinse cycle, we'll come back. It says about 39 minutes left, and I really did load it really heavy, so I'm surprised it's so quiet and still moving along this fast, because it's got an, if you see the load sensing there, it's got an auto sensor to see how full it is. So we'll come back to it when it switches cycles. Okay, working on a Fisher and Paykel dryer. Now, that name brand doesn't sound too familiar, but this dryer is made by GE. It's very similar to a GE dryer. All the components and body style, except for this top, are the same as a GE, which is kind of nice because this gives you a little, like a little platform here, and it's actually pretty heavy duty. A lot of times that can mess up or cause other dryers to rust and stuff. This is a heavy duty plastic, so you can set all kinds of stuff up on here. You don't even have to worry about it. But I just finished taking this apart, cleaned everything on the inside, greased all the bearings, so this thing is in excellent shape. All these options and features and everything work good, and as soon as this load is done washing over here, we're going to toss it in and let it dry. But I just wanted to go ahead real quick and let you listen to it. It's running. It sounds great, and we're going to shoot the temperature gun on the inside here and let you see that it works. So we're about 61 on the outside, so we'll go on the inside, nice and bright, and shoot this temperature gun here. It's about 104, and kind of wherever you shoot it here, it's going to be a little different, but because the heating element is actually behind this metal grid here, so it's towards the outside. So it's heating nice and good on the inside, and it's really, really clean and looks really good. So we're going to get this washer finished up, and then go ahead and wipe this dryer down, and these two will be good to go, and we'll get them listed up for sale. So thanks for watching. Alright, so this guy just switched over to its first rinse cycle, and it's spinning as it's draining out the water. And that sounds like it's doing a real good job. The drain works perfectly. I like to see that sometimes they don't spin. They'll just sit there and drain, 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 and then start to spin. So that's kind of cool. Just speeds the process up a little bit. It's a little more efficient. Cool. We'll let it run through its rinse cycle, and then we're going to come back for the final spin cycle and watch it get up to full speed and full power there. Okay, and here it is on that final spin cycle. It's getting up to speed and draining all the water out. Sounds great. It's not shaking or bumping or anything like that. It's kind of surprising I'm not getting any movement out of it considering how heavy that load was. This is a very nice washer here, and the capacity on it was absolutely huge. The last thing we'll do is we'll pull those clothes out and move them over to this dryer, and we will check them to make sure that they are wrung out, essentially. There's no excess water or anything like that in them. This still has 18 minutes left to go on the spin cycle, so I imagine those clothes are going to be dry, which is great for your electric bill when it comes to a shorter drying time. So cool. We'll come back when it's got about 2 minutes left as it's finishing up here, and then we'll check those clothes. Might actually, if it gets going even faster than this, I'll come back for that too. And it has just continued to speed up here. I think this is its top speed. See, it's very stable. Still, even at this speed, you can see the unit itself's not shaking, or it's still so quiet. So it's doing such a good job. I just wanted to show that real quick. Alright, just about finished up this spin cycle. It's been going full blast. I'm going to move these clothes over to the dryer so that you can hear that dryer running with a full load. Alright, it's coming to a finish here. There's probably a way to turn that off. Alright, let's check these out here. Oh, very nice. Very light. Let's dig all the way to the bottom here and grab like a pair of jeans. Excellent. So these are very light. There's no excess water in those whatsoever. That's a really nice thing about these with the high RPM spin cycles, is it just about gets all the water out of them. So we move those over to the dryer. It's probably going to take half the time to dry these versus the older standard washers and dryers with the old agitator, and you know, it takes a while and kind of leaves them kind of heavy. And these are extremely light. Does an excellent job. So thanks for watching, and we'll shoot over to the dryer real quick. Okay, got this guy loaded down with all of that laundry, and we'll just got it on, let's see, regular time dry is fine, normal heat. I don't really want any extra dryer options. Start it up there. Sounds great. Of course, we already showed that it's heating, so I'm going to let that dry that load, and we'll get these side by side and get our pictures taken and get it listed up for sale. Thank you for watching this video, and appreciate it. Have a good day.